Hi, and welcome to the SyncBlasts Science Getting Started video. This video will show you how to find the best SyncBlasts for your lesson, how to assign, review, and grade SyncBlasts, and how to present live student data. We'll also look at what a SyncBlast looks like from a student point of view, and highlight different ways science teachers are using SyncBlasts in their classrooms. Let's get started. When you launch your account, you will be here on the teacher homepage and searchable SyncBlast index. You navigate your account via the tabs at the top of the page. SyncBlasts are organized by subject area in channels. To find SyncBlasts organized by the subject or subjects you teach, go to the Channels drop-down menu to scan the options. Here you will see science subjects such as biology, chemistry, earth science, and so on. Each channel includes a preview video introducing that subject that you may wish to play for students. You will also see a channel dedicated to current events found in 24/7, a Spanish channel, en Español, a national parks channel, and finally, a matter of fact, which is a channel focused on news literacy. Through our partnership with the News Literacy Project, this series of SyncBlasts is designed to help students develop critical thinking skills to judge the reliability and credibility of information found online or in print. You can also search for SyncBlasts that address a specific topic or standard. You search right from your homepage. Here you can enter a keyword or topic, or open up the filters to more easily search by subject, interdisciplinary topics, multimedia features such as our student-run news show The Point or explainer videos on important terms, Spanish language SyncBlasts, release date, and much more. Notice that the number in the search bar says 399. This number is going to grow each week throughout your entire subscription, making SyncBlasts always relevant and never outdated. Once you have opened the filters, you can also search for standards to find SyncBlasts aligned to a specific science standard. If you'd like to see SyncBlasts correlated to a specific set of state standards, please contact your sales rep and we will get those for you as soon as possible. You can also further explore additional tags within the SyncBlast system to find subjects and topics of interest. In the search bar, enter a topic relevant to your lesson or future lesson plans. For example, for my students, I want to find something related to endangered species. And then scroll down to see SyncBlasts covering that topic. Once you think you've found the SyncBlast that's right for you, click on the thumbnail to further view the lesson materials and to assign it to your class. As you are searching, you may wish to save favorites for later, which you can do by adding them to your personal bookshelf. You pull up your bookshelf from within those filters. When viewing a SyncBlast, I can check out the background and comprehension questions, which are available at 3 Lexile levels, and preview any multimedia embedded within that SyncBlast. I can check out the outside research links, as well as the vocabulary exercise. On the front overview page, I see the quick poll, number crunch, and any writing prompts and discussion questions associated with that SyncBlast. Once you've checked out your SyncBlast and you want to use it with students, go to the blue Actions button in the top right corner. Here you can assign a SyncBlast, preview it as a student, or print it. There are three types of SyncBlasts assignments. A blast assignment, which I'll preview to see those pieces. A blast assignment has students read the article, including any multimedia, a number crunch fact, discussion questions, and the optional research links that you may wish to attach to the reading. Then, at the right-hand side of the page, after students have done their reading and research, a blast asks students to answer a quick poll question, review vocabulary if the blast includes a vocabulary exercise, answer multiple-choice comprehension questions from the reading, and respond to the driving question in 140 characters or less. Students are then asked to review and rate their peers' work through our anonymous peer review platform. You can also assign a SyncBlast as an extended writing assignment. This is the same as a blast assignment, with quick poll, vocabulary, and comprehension questions, except that there is not a 140-character limit on the writing. Students are instead asked to write to a slightly more in-depth writing prompt. Finally, you can also assign a SyncBlast as only a read assignment. Students can read and annotate the article, watch the videos incorporated within, and answer discussion questions. But you can see that there is no writing portion of the assignment. Here, I only have the quick poll, vocab, and those comprehension questions. I'm going to assign this SyncBlast to my students as a blast assignment. I love how it gets students quickly engaged in the topic and reading, thinking, discussing, and writing like scientists. To assign this blast, I'm going to go to the Actions button and select Use for New Blast Assignment. This will open the assignment creation template. Here I can edit the assignment name or keep it as is. Then I just need to go to the Target dropdown and choose a specific class or subgroup, or even individual student, that I wish to assign this blast to. The target of an assignment controls who will receive that assignment and the pool for the peer review feature. Next, determine the start date and due date of the assignment, and whether or not you'd like students to access the third-party research links that are curated by middle school and high school science teachers and journalists. These are vetted, but lead to outside internet links, so we recommend that you review them first. You can also increase the character limit from 140 characters to 280, just like Twitter, if you wish. And if you're looking to customize further, click the Customize toggle, where you can add teacher's notes, choose the Lexile level of the article that you wish to go to your students, whether or not you wish to assign the vocabulary, and manage the peer reviews. You can determine how many reviews you'd like your students to complete, as well as the due date for peer reviews. Or, if you don't want peer review with that blast, you can also toggle it off. We really recommend keeping this number high initially, as students enjoy that peer review process of writing to an authentic audience, and I'll show you how it generates a top 10 list of the top-rated blasts for a classroom. At the bottom of the page, you can preview your assignment, and when you're ready, click Create Assignment to send it to your student group or class. Click Back to Assignment List, and you'll be taken straight to your Assignments tab, where you'll see all the SyncBlasts that you've assigned to your students. The Assignments tab is where you manage all digital assignments you create. Now let's take a look at how this blast appears from the student point of view. Here I am logged into a student account. They'll always see a new striking image at the top of the page with a quick geography-related question. And below that, students will see all open assignments sent to them by their teacher. For example, my student Lisa here has 4 open BLAST assignments to finish. The student will see all to-do work right here on their home page, whether it is a SyncBlast that they have yet to complete or one that is still open with peer reviews for them to take a look at. Here's the one that I just assigned. In their SyncBlast assignment, the student sees the reading, any additional multimedia pieces. They'll see a number crunch data point related to the topic, as well as those discussion questions, and the outside research links if I've chosen to attach them. Students can annotate while they are reading simply by highlighting a portion of the text, which will pop up our online annotation tool where students can create a highlight, just like with a highlighter on paper, or type a note to take their annotations, which they can take in 6 different colors. When you're ready to have students respond, they simply need to open the toolbar on the right-hand side of the page. Here, they will find the quick poll, asking for their opinion on this topic. They'll find the vocabulary exercise, two multiple choice comprehension questions based on their reading, and finally the text box for them to write their blast. In the case of a blast, students must respond in 140 characters or less, and then hit Submit at the bottom of the page. Then, as other student responses are submitted, they'll be prompted to review their peers, and a top 10 list will generate, as well as the quick poll results, as data starts to come in. Students can simply click the SyncBlasts title at the top of the page, or also the navigation menu in the 3 lines at the right, to jump back to their main assignments page. Now let's take a look at a blast that is open for peer review. Lisa has already responded to this blast, as well as her peers, and you can see that a review is available right here. When she clicks into the SyncBlast and opens up the response area, she is sent right to the review section, where she is asked to rate her peers' responses on 1 to 5 stars and has the option to include a note back to them. As soon as she saves one review, another response will pop up for her to rate and review, anonymously and randomly controlled by an algorithm. Of course, that's anonymous to students, but not to you, the teacher. As these peer reviews come in, the system will also begin to generate a top 10 list of the top peer-reviewed blasts. You can see here they are anonymous, and these numbers continue updating as more reviews come in. The student can also go back and look at their own response and see any reviews and ratings they've received, as well as those they've given to others. The student can review their comprehension answers, where they'll see what they got correct or incorrect, as well as the rationale behind it, their vocab exercise, and the quick poll results for that target group. As you can see from the navigation window, students also have a binder that is an online portfolio of all their work that saves throughout the life of your SyncBlast subscription. That binder will travel with students from year to year and teacher to teacher. Now, let's learn how to see that student work from the teacher point of view and grade a SyncBlast. To see all of the student work turned into your SyncBlast assignments, go to your Assignments tab. If you don't see the assignment you're looking for, click the drop-down menu in the upper right where you see Last 30 Days. Your account will default to showing the assignments created within the last 30 days, but you also have the option to lengthen that date range or change to a different time period. You can see how many students have completed the assignment. Click on the assignment name to see more details. Within this assignment report, you can see who has completed the assignment and exactly when, as well as who has not yet completed the assignment, how well students did on the vocabulary and reading comprehension questions, the number of peer reviews they've given and received, and their average scores. This can be helpful at-a-glance information to see where you might want to check in. If you have already graded their assignment, you will also see that grade you gave them, and we're going to look at how to do that right now. To review and grade student work, click on the posted date and time next to their name. In this student report, you can see all the detail of how the student responded to each section of the assignment and the reviews their peers left for them and they gave to others. So here I can see Sarah's response to the quick poll, her blast, as well as how she did on the other sections of the assignment. I grade the student work and provide my own feedback from my review. As I grade each student's work, I am prompted to jump right to the next student and can move within the assignment report this way, as well as via these names at the top of the page. This report of student work is also where I see and manage peer reviews. As you can see, these peer reviews are no longer anonymous to me, the teacher. I can see exactly who wrote what about whom and any comments that were made. And this is also where I can manage those peer reviews as needed. For example, if I come across any that have not followed peer review instructions or are inappropriate in any way, I have the ability to remove those reviews right from here. This will remove them from both student accounts and the average score, but will leave them here in my account so that I can talk to the student, parents, the school as needed. From my Assignments tab, in addition to viewing the report of all student responses when I click on the title, I have options from this gray Actions menu, this gray gear wheel, at the right-hand side of the page, including the option to preview the assignment. This is where I can edit the assignment in case I need to change any of those parameters, extend the dates, or add a teacher's note, or turn on those research links, and where I can copy the assignment to send it to a new target class. In particular, I want to point out the Preview Assignment option, as this is how I can both show the assignment on the board to my students and present that live data as their responses and peer reviews come in. If I click Preview Assignment, it will open a pop-up window showing the blast that I sent to my students, and I can review any of these pieces with them. In the response section at the right, as the teacher, I can show that top 10 list as it's being generated. I can continue to refresh this preview as needed to update this as more and more student peer reviews come in. I also have live data in my quick poll results if I want to review those with the class. I can preview any blast from the channel or from the index of blasts. That's just going to show it open, ready to be responded to. To see my exact assignment with actual data from my class, I want to go to Assignments and click the Action button and select Preview. This is where I project live data on the board. Looking for more support or have additional questions? On your SyncBlasts homepage, at the bottom of the page, you have some helpful Getting Started links. including quick start guides and walkthroughs, links to our blog and newsletter, as well as the option to sign up for one of our live training webinars. If I click this link right here, I can sign up for these regularly scheduled webinars with StudySync's implementation specialists where I can learn more. You also have the option to contact your sales rep for more support. We can set up a webinar just for you and your colleagues. If you have additional questions about SyncBlasts, contact implementation@studysync.com. Thank you for your time, and remember, we are here to help.